Hi guys, Ardeo here, coming at you with the review of the Year of the Dragon announcement. So, let's jump right into it. Here they talk about the rank changes. I am happy with the fact they try to improve constantly the new player experience. I feel like trying to retain the new players is like a very important thing from a game design standpoint. Not that I'm an expert, like I have no idea about game design, just my play experience, but I just think like it's pretty important. Yeah, pretty much things stay the same way for like higher ranks. Hall of Fame, very important topic, probably like one of the most important topics. Let's start with the classic cards. Again, I don't know if keeping moving cards to Hall of Fame is like the solution. Maybe like some other solution would be required. Is the best thing. I kind of like think we're gonna run out of like cards if they keep like moving cards from Classic to Hall of Fame. But anyways, let's go into these three cards. Naturalize, I think, is like super big, mostly because it was Druid's only way of dealing with big minions, big single target minions. Unless they get something with the new expansion, I feel like Druid is gonna lack a way to remove cards like Giant, and that's gonna be like a huge problem because it will just lower the power level of the class by so much, not having a way to deal with the Giants. But maybe that's the class's identity, the same way Priests cannot deal with 4 attack minions. Maybe Druid is not gonna be able to do anything against big minions. But I feel like that's good, while the rest of the Druid cards allow them to have like powerful decks. Right now, Druid seems kind of weak with the nerfs to Nourish and Wild Growth, now losing Naturalize. UI rotates away. I feel like Druid loses so much of the power level, I'm not sure if he's gonna be able to keep up with other classes, but we're gonna see. Hopefully like we're gonna have a balanced meta with like every single class having playable decks. So yeah, I'm happy with the Naturalize change. I'll talk about Divine Favor before I talk about Doomguard, because Divine Favor goes into like the same chapter as Naturalize, but it's a bit different. Right now, nobody plays Divine Favor, but it's a card that is like very dangerous. It comes back with like the rotation probably, because the power level of the cards in the game goes down. So then Divine Favor, already like being a card on the verge of being powerful, is gonna probably become broken, and this is gonna like repeat for like ever until the card gets addressed or like the way the rotation happens changes. So Divine Favor also getting hit is like very good. I'm happy with this. Doomguard is the weird one. With Manari rotating and Cube also rotating, the only deck that can play Doomguard is Zoo. Maybe they think is a good idea that Zoo should try to find different tools if it wants to keep existing as a deck. Maybe the formula of having Flame Imp on one and Doomguard in like Zoo is a bit too old, and like they need to change something. But if they remove Flame Imp or Voidwalker, maybe then they're gonna like hit the deck more than removing Doomguard. Removing Doomguard is like a soft hit, and maybe Doomguard is like the type of card that limits their future design options. So I'm okay with Doomguard moving. I was hoping Scavenging Hyena would get moved to Hall of Fame, or like at least nerfed. I have a hate boner for that card, mostly because since Springpo was released, that card is like so frustrating to play against. I guess Hunter loses a lot of the tools that they have, like Rattling Razormaw goes away, so I don't think that's gonna be as big of an issue, but I really would have loved the card to like get some attention. And other than that, I'm pretty happy that they didn't move Maligos and they didn't move Auctioneer to Hall of Fame. I feel like those cards are pretty skillful and interesting. Maybe not Auctioneer as much as Maligos, but they're interesting cards. They're powerful but interesting. So I think in a card game that's cool. You don't want to have like just vanilla. We don't want to play Yetis on curve. We want to have like some interesting cards here and there. And Naturalize was one of those interesting cards, but I think it crossed a bit too much into the broken realm. Yeah. When people like found a way to like abuse it, it was playing like every single deck as a 2-off. Like only in the beginning of Hearthstone people weren't playing Naturalize. And now, the thing I'm most excited for this year, and the thing I'm the happiest about, is that Baku and Genn are prematurely moved to Hall of Fame, instead of like being one more year in the rotation. So, when I was looking at the expansions that we got last year, Witchwood, Boomsday, and Rastakhan, I felt like the power level was like lower, kind of way lower, than the rotations that rotate out. So that means, with the game having a lower power level, if the next expansion also has like a decent power level but not something super crazy, like let's say the Dev Knight expansion Knights of the Frozen Throne had, then we're gonna have like a super clean and nice meta game where like different strategies can come to life, and people are gonna like struggle to find the best decks, and it's gonna be like a very exciting time to be a Hearthstone player. But then we have Baku and Genn that could just ruin that by making everybody play only odd and even decks. So that was my biggest concern, and I still thought that Hearthstone would be like better than it is now, with even with Baku and Genn in the game. But without Baku and Genn, Hearthstone might be the best it ever was. Just think about it, like all the bad toxic cards rotate out. Toxic air quotations, like nothing is really toxic. I'm just saying toxic is like very playable, high combo ability. I don't know how to say okay, let's stick to playing cards. Less talking about them. By the way, if you don't have Baku or Genn, or any of those 4 cards that rotate together with Baku and Genn, you should craft them. If you can afford, craft them golden. Why? You not only get your dust back, you also get to keep the cards, then you can disenchant them, and you make a profit. But you make more profit if you can craft them golden. Side note, if you already have the card, crafting it golden isn't gonna get you any profit. But you're not gonna lose any money by crafting it golden. So if you want, you can just craft it golden, play it golden, it rotates, and then like disenchant it. You don't lose anything. Anyways, it's up to you what you do. So yeah, that's like super huge news. I'm very happy that it's happening. I'm very happy that Hearthstone is gonna be fresh. It's probably gonna be so fresh, we might not even be able to like have a stable meta until the next expansion comes after the one that brings the rotation happens. So I'm super hyped to play Hearthstone this year. Especially play a lot of Hearthstone and try to be one of the first ones that understands the format in the beginning. Right now, at the end of the rotation, when there's like no tournaments around, I mostly just play while I'm streaming. But when the expansion hits, I don't think I'll be able to keep up only by playing when I stream. So I'll probably like play before, maybe even like after the stream. So like, I need to like get my body ready for some crazy gaming sessions. It will be a nice time. Like, I'm super hyped to be a Hearthstone player. And I think like card game players in general are like maybe gonna make a comeback to Hearthstone, like at least try the expansion with the rotation to get the feel of how it's going. So I think if the next expansion is also done right, it can be like a good moment to bring some players back. So the evolving single player experience. We're taking the new approach to solo adventures in the Year of the Dragon, and the result is something bigger, deeper, and much more ambitious than we've ever done. That's cool. They're trying to beat their boundaries. We've received overwhelmingly positive feedback on our dungeon run style missions, so you'll be pleased that we're using them as a framework for what's coming this year. More robust level of customization, that's cool. First solo adventure of the Year of the Dragon launches in about a month after the first expansion of the year, kicking off with a free chapter. You'll get to master the new systems and the mechanics with a new mage character. Players who want to dive even deeper into the story can unlock additional chapters as they release for 700 gold each, or purchase the entire experience at $20. Each additional chapter comes with 2 all new characters to play, each with 3 new hero powers starting at 4 to unlock. Usable against dozens of new bosses. Okay, and here's like what waits for you. And they specify also the rewards and such. So I feel like now they kind of mixed adventure with an expansion, and they give as a reward for like you playing the adventure. So first of all, you're not forced to play the adventure. Like when they release Naxxramas, you're forced to play through it because you want the cards. Now you're not forced to play through it. You get cards, you get something extra. You don't get something that you can only unlock by playing this. That is like vital for you to play standard. You play this if you want to have fun. And now we should just look at if the rewards are worth playing for. So for $20, you get Let's see. 15 packs, 1 golden classic pack, a golden legendary, and you get to play through the adventure. Which people that buy it probably like want to have fun with it. I feel like it's a very good deal. Like, golden legendary and 15 packs plus a special pack. It's pretty good for $19. And you get to play the adventure. Like, I'm not sure if adventures are for me. I'm probably gonna play it only if there's like a tournament for it. But otherwise, there's like so many things to find out in the standard rotation, I don't think I'll have time to like play the adventure. But for like a casual player, playing the adventure might be better than playing the ladder, because it's like a customizable experience. They can like pause it at any time and like play as much as they want. I don't know. Like, I feel like it's super good. And the fact that like they're like investing so many resources and like making it like really, really polished and really, really good and like really, really long and really, really complicated, I feel like it's going to be very fun for like a lot of people. So yeah, this would be like dungeon mode but better. So yeah, looks good. Like, more features is always better, even if it's like not better strictly for me or like for like a player. It's good that it's gonna be good for somebody. If they do it, it's probably affecting somebody. Another thing that doesn't affect me that much, but I'm happy exists and might even make me play a bit more of this game mode, is changes to Arena. Now, Arena is gonna function with rotations of sets. Like, I always thought they should have done this, because Arena is pretty boring if it only has the standards cards. If you want to play Arena, it's like playing Constructed, but like you play with worse cards. Now, by them mixing the expansions and creating some like weird combinations, the metagame is going to be constantly changing. How you pick the decks is going to be constantly changing. And if you're a standard player, maybe you play one Arena as like a throwback without having to buy the cards. So without having to buy the wild cards, you can play a mix of standard and wild. I think that's super fun, and might even make me play and stream more Arena. What do you guys think? Would you want me to like play more Arena? Because that's exciting for me. I hope there will be like some tournaments in this format. I always want tournaments because I'm so competitive, but like I'm probably gonna like play one Arena here and there, just like even if there's no tournaments. In a metagame where people like say the Arena is like super nice and fun. But this might be like the best change ever for like Arena streamers. I'm jealous a bit. It's so good. And it's good for standard players. Again, like, standard players don't play Arena because it's standard. But if it's like different, it can be a throwback. You don't even have to craft the cards. Perfect. Amazing. Fireside Gatherings. This is something I really don't care about. But, yeah. Let's read it. For those of you who have experienced firsthand the community... Oh, they're talking about the real life ones. Oh, never mind. Oh, Fireside Gatherings. I somehow confused Fireside Gatherings with like Tavern Brawls. I don't know why. Anyways, let's read this actually. It might be important. You'll be pleased to know that we plan to pre-release period for a fixture of our expansions moving forward. You'll be able to open your packs ahead of time and play with them at public pre-release parties. If smaller, more intimate gatherings are more your speed, you'll be able to enjoy the pre-release with friends at home via an unlisted Fireside Gathering. That's pretty cool. So they want to like widen the pre-release thing, where people can like get a sneak peek at like the new cards. That's cool. That's cool. This is cool. I'm sorry I confused it with Tavern Brawl. Tavern Brawl is the mode that I never play. So like, my brain is like conditioned to like just exit. And more. Player feedback. This is one thing that I noticed by attending the Blizzard Summit. They were way more receptive than usual to the player feedback, and I love this. I'm loving it. Rerolling legendary quests. Perfect. Now I don't need to play the adventures. I can just reroll them. Sick. Great. Random card back. It's good. Not good for me because I'm only using the golden card back. I love my golden card back too much to change it. But it's cool for like players. You know what would be like even better than random card back? Random card back within a selection of card backs. So like it lets you select 5 or 10 card backs, and then it randomizes between those. Because the issue with random card back is that some card backs are like so bad you never want to play with them. And by going random card back you might also get the worst ones. Anyways. Smarter deck builder. Deck building is an essential part of Hearthstone, but isn't always the simplest. Sometimes you just like a specific combo, while other times you want to play a specific theme in your deck. This year we're sending the deck completer back to school. We're a bit smart and we have more details to share on this later, but expect the deck helper to be better. To better take your current card collection into consideration when filling incomplete decks. So they will have like a better way to fill your incomplete decks. So that's perfect. I mean, is it? So when a new expansion comes out, people come to my stream always to ask me a lot, what should I craft, what should I replace? What should I replace this with, what should I replace that with? And in a way, sometimes it was getting a bit annoying when like 100 people ask you, but at the same time, maybe some people only watch streamers to get replacements on cards. So this feature is good, but maybe like it's gonna kill the viewership of some people. I don't know. You can still come and ask me. Maybe like my expertise is still gonna be better than their smarter deck builder. But it's cool to have for like some people that don't want to like go ask a streamer or something. So like the game being smarter at helping is always greater. Always better, sorry, not greater. More ways towards your golden hero winning a game in arena. Oh, okay, that's cool. The Mammoth Sunset. Oh, this is like event. Awesome, sick. What do you think? Amazing. Like just good changes. And that's the thing. Like I am happy with the Hearthstone team doing the things they always did, but just doing them like really well. I'm happy with that. I don't want Hearthstone Battle Royale. I don't want to play Fortnite within Hearthstone. I don't want like super like massive changes that like change the game completely. Because we don't need that. We just need Hearthstone, but done well. And like this is Hearthstone done well. Like I'm just very happy with the rotation, sorry. And like, yeah, it's just super nice. So yeah, thank you very much for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and Twitch and maybe Instagram if you fancy. And I'll see you with daily streams 6 days per week. Even before the new expansion launches, but a lot of gameplay after the expansion too. So yeah, have a great day and goodbye.